everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Angelica and today we're going to do a first impression on this foundation right here. So this is the Loreal Infallible 24 Fresh Wear Foundation. I think this is quite new. They have another one that it's called this, but not the 24 hours. So this is supposed to last for 24 hours. I'm gonna read a little bit about it. So it says it's a long-wear foundation with breathable skin technology, and it's a medium to full coverage foundation, and it's buildable, and it's supposed to last all day, and it looks fresh and healthy on your skin, and it comes in 30 shades. I bought this in Sweden and they definitely didn't have 30 shades, so I don't know if that is around the world, probably not in Sweden, but I got the shade Linen and I really hope this is a good shade for me because I just got one shade. And this retails for $15 and in Swedish crowns I paid 169 Swedish crowns, and I'm really excited to try this. I love doing first impressions, especially on foundations. I really want to test this out, and I'm also gonna check in with you guys. I have done these videos before. I will link, I think I can link my latest. It was the LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation, but I'm gonna start with priming half of my face, and let's see here, this face here I'm going to prime. So I'm taking this for Perfecting Cooling Primer. I'm just taking this here, like half of my face, just to see if there is any kind of difference when I apply it and during the day. So now I'm gonna zoom you in a little bit. And this comes in a glass bottle, I forgot to tell you, and it's with this pump right here. So I'm just gonna apply this, I think, one side with my brush, and this is the Morphe M439. I love this foundation brush. And the other side I'm going to take my really big sponge. So this is from Real Techniques, and I think it's called like Face and Body sponge or something. I will leave it down below. It's very runny. I don't know if you can see, but ooh, it's a very runny foundation, but I'm just gonna I'm going to take one more pump. It feels like this shade can be a good shade for me, I think. So I'm gonna take the sponge on the prime side, and I'm just going to blend this in. Yeah, this is a good shade if it doesn't oxidize, so we will see if it will. But it blends out really nice. It really looks good. Very flawless. I have a pimple here and I don't know, maybe I should take concealer on that one later on. But I really think this looks good. And as I said, if it doesn't oxidize, this probably will be a good shade for me. So I take the brush on the other side just to see if there is any difference. I really think this looks good on both sides. sides, I don't see any big difference actually when it comes to the prime side or the non-prime side. Maybe the prime side has a little more shine to it, not like greasy shine, but just like a satin look, if you know what I mean, just that little more glow. But I really think it's not a matte foundation, but it's not dewy too. It's something in between, I would say. It just has like a natural glow to it, I think. And the coverage is really good with one layer. It's actually between medium and full coverage. So if I would take a little bit more, maybe I should take it here in my forehead. I think it will be a full coverage. Maybe here. And it doesn't have any scent to it, so I don't think that. No, it doesn't smell anything, and that's actually good because I don't need any like smell on the foundation, but I have like it's one foundation I don't like the smell of it. It smells horrible. But this one doesn't have a scent to it, so. But this looks really, really nice, guys. It feels like I always say that, but we will see during the day. I don't know if you can see, but it looks really, really good. So now I think I'm going to take the concealer, and just a concealer, to see how it looks in top of this and how it blends. And this is the Jouer concealer, by the way. I always tend to buy so much lighter shade than I actually am. So in this Jouer, I bought like a shade that was a little too light for me. I should have bought like one shade darker, but always go for, I always think my skin is fair, so this one was in the fair shade range, but I am a light shade, not fair, and I don't know why I tend to buy in the fair shade range, because I have to get it. I'm not fair, and it always gets too light. So I was very happy this foundation actually is not too light for me, because I think I'm very, very scared that I will end up looking too dark, and that's very hard to correct. Then you have to take, like, for example, like a foundation, you have to take a lot of concealer, and I don't want concealer all over my face. So I always think if I have a slightly lighter shade, I can always fix that with some bronzer and stuff like that. And of course I can, but it would be better if I just learn what kind of shade I actually am. Okay, so this looks really nice. It blends in beautifully, and yeah, still looks good. I'm just gonna set this with my Hourglass Veil translucent powder. I'm just gonna set this maybe under my eyes, where the concealer, or the spots where the concealer is, because maybe I'm not gonna set the whole foundation, just to see how it works. I'm gonna put a little bit here, and I'm gonna leave the rest as it is. And for contouring, I'm going to take my NYX palette. This is the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette, and I always use this shade right here. This is a favorite of mine. when it comes to like contour shade. For me anyway, it's a perfect contour shade. So when it comes to like contour shade, for me anyway, it's a perfect contour shade. So, and for bronzer, I'm going to take this Too Faced, this Sweet Tea bronzer, and it looks like this. And for blush, I'm taking this Fusifilas Formula blush. This is in the shade Nude Silk, and it has a little sheen to it, and it's a very beautiful neutral shade, and I just pop this here. I always go a little bit hard with my blush, but with this blush I actually can't do that because this is a blush you have to build up, so it won't be too much. And for highlighter, I'm taking my BH Cosmetics Spotlight highlight palette, and I'm going to take this shade right here. This is the Vivid shade, and it's a little bit like on the pinky side. This is beautiful. These are very, very blinding. If you love like a blinding highlight, this is definitely it. Okay, now I'm done with that, so I'm going to do rest of my face off camera, and I'll be back just to check in with you guys. But I can say it looks pretty good right now, and as I said, this is a 24-hour foundation. I'm not going to have it for 24 hours, of course, but I'm going to have it all day, and almost all of my foundation fades during the day, so this will be very interesting. Now I have done all my makeup and the foundation. By the way, I have filmed this look, so it will come up after this video, I think. And I used the Vice palette from Urban Decay, and yeah, the foundation, it hasn't faded anywhere actually. It looks very smooth and nice, but it hasn't gone. It's like 1.5 hours since I put it on, so I will check in with you guys later, so see you in a bit. Hello guys, this is my first check-in, and it's been 5 hours with this foundation, and I can just say I am really impressed. It hasn't faded anything, and that's a really good thing for me, because during the day it always fades a little bit. So but it has been like 5 hours, so I'm going to check in later on, and I'm just gonna zoom you in and see if you can see how it looks. It looks really flawless, and let's see here, I really think it's a very good result after this hours. So I can just say I'm really impressed. It doesn't feel dry, it doesn't feel cakey. It just looks very flawless. So I'm actually really glad that this is so good. Yeah. So I'm gonna see you one more time, and well, see you then. Hello guys, so this is my last check-in, and it's been 8.5 hours with this foundation on, and I can just say I'm really, really impressed because it hasn't faded. And on me, as I said before, that is very unique. I have touched myself a lot here, so it has been, this area right here is the only thing that has been faded, but it feels like everywhere else it looks really, really good, and I can't see any different with the primed side versus the non-primed side. So I can't see anything different there. So it's just similar. And I'm gonna zoom you in a little bit. So now you can see my skin up close, and I don't know if you can see that it has, okay, ignore my nails, that it has been faded a little bit here, but as I said, I have touched myself a lot here. I don't know why, but I have. And I think it looks really, really nice actually. Okay, on my skin. And for this price, I'm just gonna, and I mean, for this price, I'm really, really impressed with this foundation, and I'm gonna wear it like a few weeks, and then I can come back to you like in 2 weeks or so and tell you if I've changed my mind about it. But right now, I'm so impressed with this foundation. It looks beautiful, and it doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look matte. It doesn't look dewy, but it looks like skin. So I'm really, really glad this is looking that good. So yeah, I will come back to you, as I said, in another video to just do a quick checkup when I have used it for like 2 weeks or so. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you like these kinds of video. I love to do them. I love to make like first impressions on foundation because I love foundations. And yeah, I hope I see you in my next video, and thank you for watching this video. Take care, bye!